Good morning viewers. Thank you for joining us here today. The Jal Jeevan Mission is a noble initiative by the central government which was started on 15th August 2019 with a vision to take drinking water to every rural household in India. What people don't realize is the mission is not just limited to administering taps in every household. There is a huge technology play that also comes into the picture. Modern technologies like IoT and data analytics are being applied every single day. Today, we are honored to have with us Mr. Bharat Lal, the Mission Director of Jal Jeevan Mission, to tell us more about the mission. Good morning, sir. Thank you so much for joining us here today. We are honored to have you. So, like I said before, the Jal Jeevan Mission is not just limited to administering taps in every household and is so much more than that. Kindly give us an outline of the mission.
Thank you, Supriya. It's a privilege to be talking to Dataquest and through you to your viewers. As you know, Jal Jeevan Mission was announced by Honorable Prime Minister on 15th August 2019 to ensure provision of clean tap water to every rural home. And in India, there are roughly 19 crore 20 lakh household or 192 million household, plus schools, Anganwadi centers, tribal residential schools, PSC, CSC, community centers. So roughly you can say there are 20 crore 200 million points where basically you have to ensure pipe water, and that too in adequate quantity, of prescribed quality, on regular basis, on long-term basis, and most importantly with adequate pressure, so that as a customer, as a citizen, you should not get clean tap water. Please also understand that under Jal Jeevan Mission, the idea is that village community, they are enlightened, they are educated, awareness is brought so that they are able to operate, maintain, manage their own water supply system. They also develop various aspects of water management, like say how to manage drinking water sources, how to strengthen them, how to augment it so that supply remains good. And also when you start supplying clean tap water in every home, as we know that there will be grey water in the form of like coming from kitchen or washroom. So this grey water has to be collected, treated and reused because it is a resource. If you leave it as such, there is a possibility that it might be a health hazard. And thirdly, financial sustainability. That when you are putting such a huge system in the whole country, in every village, for every household, and pumping has to take place, chlorination of water has to take place, filtration has to take place, it means it costs something. So people have to understand and appreciate that when you are putting this kind of modern system, financial sustainability, sustainability of sources and sustainability of system. So this part has to be seen. Lastly, this is also an opportunity for us to ensure that whatever water we get, it should be clean, it should be potable, so that you are not prone to waterborne diseases. And here this program is implemented in partnership with the state governments and panchayats, and for 5 years a budgetary provision of 3.6 lakh crore, roughly 51 billion US dollar has been made. In addition, Government of India on the recommendation of 15th Finance Commission has agreed, and 60% of the fund which is to be given to panchayats or rural local bodies for operation, maintenance and management of water supply system and improved sanitation. So 1.42 lakh crore, this money is going to be given in 5 years to panchayats so that they start operating, maintaining and managing the system. End of the day, they have to work like a small public utility at village level. And we are also doing that every village person is made aware of, is empowered, and they are educated, and end of the day, idea is that the village becomes water, sanitation and hygiene enlightened village, so that they are able to manage their resources, their supply, and of course grey water in a very sustainable manner. I am pretty sure that once clean tap water is available at home, quality of life of people living in villages, that will certainly improve. The women will have more time, girls will have more time at their disposal so that they can pursue education, they can pursue their vocation, they can, overall their economic conditions improve, So Jal Jeevan Mission is basically, end of the day, as its motto indicate, is about building partnership with the state government, partnership with panchayat, partnership with NGOs, civil society, UN organization, building partnership, working together and changing lives. So Jal Jeevan Mission through this program is basically, we are trying to make it is a people's movement, and effort is that, lives of people is changed.
So the mission is not just limited to the government of India. How can Indian citizens to be a part of this mission?
As you have seen that Prime Minister on 15th August 2019 when he announced this program, and since then continuously he has been talking that this Jal Jeevan Mission is a people's program and we have to make it a Jan Andolan. What we mean by Jan Andolan? The idea is that end of the day water should become everybody's business. This is not only government business. Each and every individual is involved in various aspects of water management. For example, as we know that, in fact our farmers know it much better, that in a year, in one season they grow, let's say, some food grains. So they grow, they collect that food grain, they store it, and then they use it throughout the year. Similarly, in case of water in a country like ours, we have hardly 25 to 30 days as rainy days. So idea is that whatever rainfall, or maybe in Himalayas you are getting some kind of snowfall, this precipitation has to be collected, this precipitation has to be stored, and then it has to be used. Like in food grains, if you store it and it gets rotten, you can't use it. So similarly in case of water, when we are storing it, whether over the ground in dams, reservoirs, lakes, ponds, or under the ground, basically aquifer recharge, we have to be extra careful that quality of that water remains good, remains clean, so that we can use it. So number one, the first most important point is that people should get involved in this kind of water management, rainwater harvesting, artificial recharge, collection of water, and using judiciously. Second part, as we know in rural area, roughly 5% of water available is used for drinking and domestic purpose. Roughly 10% water is used for, let's say, industry, and 85% is used for agriculture. So if our citizen, our farmers, our people, gets enlightened, what they can do that they start conserving water in case of, let's say, agriculture crop. If they start growing those less water consuming crops, or they start using, let's say, water conserving irrigation methods, micro irrigation, it means they can save certain quantity of water. If they reduce water consumption in agriculture by 5%, 10%, 15%, imagine overall water availability increases. So second part is that people have to involve in conserving water, in management of water. Thirdly, as we all know that due to climate change, at times we are having paucity of water. If rainfall takes place, I think it also creates problem because severity is very, very high. So we have to educate and we have to educate our children, especially in school, that they start appreciating and understanding various aspects of water management, because paucity of water, shortage of water should not become a limiting factor in our socio-economic development, or let's say our quest for high economic growth. So for doing this, I think we have to create water enlightened citizens. Then we also see that there are many organizations, NGOs, trusts, foundations, civil society, UN agencies, they are working in the field of water. And I think Jal Jeevan Mission is giving them an opportunity that let's join hand together and let's work towards common purpose. So what we have a provision that we engage with them as sector partner. They are identified roughly 193 such institutions which are very reputed institutions like UNICEF, UNOPS, WHO, Tata Trust, and all those kind of organizations. They work like sector partner with us, and we work towards common goal to achieve water security. On the ground, the NGOs are civil society organizations, or let's say community-based organizations, or self-help groups who are active in those areas. We are also engaging with them, and they are basically facilitated to join Jal Jeevan Mission in actual implementation on the ground as implementation support agencies. So we have roughly more than 13,000 such institutions working in different parts of the country, and they have joined Jal Jeevan Mission and working as implementation support agency. Similarly, in the country, we have selected roughly 129 knowledge centers, which are basically have knowledge in various fields, whether it's administration or communication or water engineering or sanitation or community mobilization. They are basically educational institutions, technical institutions. So we have engaged with them as key resource center, and they are joining hands with us. They are imparting training, reorienting our people, basically public health engineer, as well as Gram Panchayat Sarpanch, Pradhan, village heads, and we are also forming village water and sanitation committee in villages, which is essentially a 15-member committee where more than 50% are women and suitable representation to weaker section of society. This body, which is a subcommittee of Gram Panchayat, is responsible for planning, implementation, operation, maintenance of in-village water supply infrastructure, sanitation, grey water management. So what we are trying to do is that let's make water everyone's business. Enable and provide that platform where people can join hand, they can work together. And lastly, many of us coming from rural background, and God has been very kind, and many of us are doing pretty well in life. And I think there is a moral obligation that we must contribute, give back to society. So suppose I was born and bred in some small village, and today I have come to city or metro, even I have gone abroad and doing very well in life. I think Jal Jeevan Mission provides an opportunity that I can contribute for betterment of my brothers and sisters in those villages. So we have created Rashtriya Jal Jeevan Kosh, where anybody and everybody can contribute for taking of water supply works in the village of his or her choice, whether it's individual or companies. In this Kosh, anybody can contribute, and whatever work you want, the same work will be executed in those villages and the school. So end of the day, what we are trying to make it, Jal Jeevan Mission is a people's movement, a Jan Andolan, where each and every person becomes a stakeholder to ensure clean tap water to every home, every school, every student is getting that water. So I'm pretty sure that, and we have seen that people are joining this movement. We have started Jal Shakti Abhiyan. It's every year we run this campaign to conserve water for rainwater harvesting, storage, artificial recharge. Sanitation, because if you have to collect water, we have to ensure that our sanitation is better, is improved, so that we collect clean water. Otherwise you have to treat it, maybe the quality of water is not good. So sanitation also basically is a people's campaign.
Thank you so much, sir, for beautifully outlining the mission for us. Our Honorable Prime Minister has time and again, emphasized on the usage of new age technologies in almost every process. So how are technologies like data analytics and IoT being used in Jal Jeevan Mission?
Well, Supriya, I think it's a wonderful question in the sense that, I have been given an opportunity to explain what we are doing. I think India has been and is known for as a IT superpower. The idea is that all this knowledge, this technology should be used in our day-to-day life. So far, let's say water supply sector, where are the scope? If it is such a huge program where basically you are implementing the program at the cost of 51 billion US dollar or 3.60 lakh crore in 5 years, and imagine that before 15th August 2019, only 3.23 crore household had tap water connection, which comes to around 17%. So it means remaining 83% or 5 times that work has to be done in 5 years. So when you have to work on such a scale, it means there has to be speed. When there is a speed, it means it's inevitable that we have to use technology in planning, in implementation, in monitoring, and more importantly in capacity building, training, and end of the day service delivery. In 6,04,000 villages, it's physically not possible that you will be going and physically monitoring the program. So what we have done that in last 20 years, we have developed a database where basically in any village, whatever investment has been made on water supply, that data is available with us. with the census and with Aadhaar, we have the population details in every village, household details we have. So we have brought all these data at one place, and for every village, A, we have that what kind of investment has been made, and B, more importantly, what kind of population is there, what kind of need is there. And C, we also have the data information, hydrogeomorphological data, that what kind of water availability is there, what is the trend of water availability. Based on all these things, what we have done that a tool related to data analytics and predictive data analytics has been used, so that during planning whatever infrastructure has been created, that can be dovetailed. When you are going to create new infrastructure or augment it, retrofit it to make JJM compliant. What I mean by JJM compliant, that water supply scheme in that village should be giving at the rate of 55 litre per person per day for next 30 years, and that to prescribe quality BIS standard and pressure and regular basis. So first thing is that this data has to be used, and this data analytics is being used at every stage. Before approval, this data is analyzed, on that basis a scheme is prepared. Of course, ground truthing and survey takes place. The second stage is that yes, the progress monitoring. So we have put a JGM dashboard which is available in the public, and this dashboard has detailed information about the whole country, about the state, district, and at the village level, including what kind of infrastructure is there, what kind of investment has been made, who are the people who have got the connection, and which are the schools, which are the Anganwadi center where water supply facilities are available. In fact, water quality testing. This data is also available on this dashboard. So end of the day, what we are trying to do is that all for transparency and accountability, the technology is used to ensure that all the relevant information is A, used in planning and implementation, and B, this is also made available to general public for their consumption. Secondarily, what we are doing, that you have seen that during COVID-19, people need that their samples should be tested. So we have also engaged, we have worked with ICMR, and we have developed a water quality monitoring system basically. And this database is also there, and this data is merged, and one can see the quality of water. Thirdly, that we are also developing water quality testing devices. See, today a citizen can test their blood glucose level at home. Even you can measure your blood pressure. But when it comes to water, I think we don't have that kind of access and facilities and information that where we can get our water tested for certain quality. You must have seen, it's a very hilarious situation, that tap water which comes to our home, somehow we presume that it's not potable. So we don't drink it directly. And then we install a kind of filtration plant, a small filtration plant at our home. We pass this water through that instrument. And then when water comes, we don't have a means to test it, but we trust it that it must be potable. So we drink it. The question is that whether we have to empower our citizens so that they can test this water on their own and they can decide whether it's potable or not. So we have used a challenge route, basically worked with Startup India, Invest India, and we are developing this water quality testing devices, just like a domestic device, where basically you pour in water in this instrument and you will get the reading important, and there are different parameters. So ascertain the potability. In fact, we have also requested BIS that in RO plants, see today in RO plant we don't have the, you can't see that what kind of water is going, what is its quality and what is the output of that water. So we are also requested, BIS that kindly install, basically prescribe, people should install a kind of device in the RO plant where you should get quality of input as well as output water, like in voltage stabilizer in electricity. Thirdly, what we are doing actually, that we have joined hands with with Tata Trust and later on with METI basically, and we have started a challenge where basically sensor devices are being developed in the whole ecosystem, so that in 6 lakh villages we should be able to monitor, in fact measure water supply in terms of quantity, quality, regularity, and also take remedial action if there are some faults. So this sensor based devices have been developed, and I think more than 111 villages this has been installed, and pilots are going on where basically you can collect data online in real time about quantity, quality. There are different kind of sensors including water table, groundwater table. So I think the modern technology is being used in a big way. So this is on one hand about IT. The other hand basically in water treatment, very simple technology, for example, chlorination. If you put automated chlorination system, so that whenever supply is there, chlorination in appropriate amount takes place, so there is hardly any chance of biological contamination or waterborne diseases. So this kind of technology, there are contamination in various parts of the country, in groundwater wherever we are using. So for those arsenic or fluoride or iron or salinity or nitrate, those are heavy metals. So those treatment systems are also being deployed and used, this thing. Modern technology, modern pumping systems, modern regulations, So technology has a huge role in so far as Jal Jeevan Mission is concerned. One thing Prime Minister keeps on saying repeatedly, that technology has to be used so that each and everybody's lives become much better. Services becomes easy and transparent, service delivery is transparent, public fund is being used, so people have the right to know that where, how much money is used and what is the output. So in Jal Jeevan Mission is heavily, basically we are relying on modern technologies and we are using it, and that's why you are seeing this kind of dashboard, this kind of sensor based IoT pilots, and we plan that in next 2.5 years, 3 years, in every village such devices are basically deployed, and for whole country you can monitor sitting at one place whether water is being supplied or not. What is the quantity, what is the quality, what is the regularity. That is the vision under Jal Jeevan Mission.
Sir, as you have mentioned the Startup India for different testing devices. So what kind of opportunities does the Jal Jeevan Mission present for startups and other industries as well?
Well, this country is basically today, I think we have more young people than any other age group. So obviously, and there is a enthusiasm. In last 7 years, we have seen that young people and the kind of opportunities provided to them. I think there is excitement and people want to get involved in this thing. So as I mentioned in Jal Jeevan Mission, let's say I'll give you a few examples. If in every village, a pipe water supply system is there, it means there is a scope. The system has to be run. System has to be created. So for youth, whether as a contracting agency they have to do, they can work. If suppose they take management contract and running the system for next 5 years, 10 years, that is there. In every village, it means there has to be some kind of sensor based IoT devices, and that system has to be deployed and run. Yes, that scope is there, developing sensors for different contaminants to deployment and collecting data and managing and running the system. So what we are trying to do is that maximum scope is given, maximum opportunities are given to youth. They can be of any category, starting from mason, plumber, electrician, pump operator to high tech, on developing these kind of devices and this kind of system. So under Jal Jeevan Mission, actually it's a very modern mission where basically it's a futuristic mission that we are working for ensuring clean tap water for next 30 to 40 years. And here the best knowledge, the best technology has to be used so that the system is basically automated and run perfectly. So I mean, and many contaminants actually. There are technologies available which can be used for treatment, new technologies can be developed, new systems can be developed. End of the day, these 6,05,000 villages, they have to function as a water utility. They have customer base in every village, let's say 400 household or 500 household, school, Anganwadi center, supplying water, collecting water service charges, managing inventories. So all these automation need to be done. So end of the day, we have to see that youth is given opportunity and they are getting involved and they are developing systems, operating systems, and that is used under Jal Jeevan Mission.
Sir, when you say that we are going to take water to 20 crore households, it seems like a very mammoth task. But so was administering 1 billion vaccination doses. You were also an integral part of the vaccination drive in India. So, what are the learnings that you took from that which can be applied to the Jal Jeevan Mission?
Well, I think just say yesterday, country has delivered 100 crore or 1 billion doses to its people. I think every Indian is today proud of this fact. Nowhere in the world this kind of work has been done, and that too in less than 9 months. And today, more than roughly we are in position to vaccinate roughly 1 crore people. Daily. If you see Jal Jeevan Mission, first thing is that let's look at the rough figure. Roughly 16 crore household to be given tap water connection in 5 years. So roughly 3.2 crore every year. And before 15th August, in last 30, 40 years, 50 years, 3.23 crore household were given connection. So whatever has been done pre-2019, same amount of work has to be done every year. This is the first point. And second point, kindly appreciate that tap water connection is the culmination of the whole process. Designing, data collection, designing, planning, approval, tendering, execution, and then commissioning, and then connection is given. Now draw a simile with vaccine, or let's say COVID management. COVID management, vaccine also the same process, that you have to develop vaccine, it has to be manufactured, all the approvals, then manufacture, then the whole supply chain has to be ensured, and after that it has to reach at different centers, and then it is given to people basically. So we use the same kind of system, same learning. Like I will give one example. In COVID-19 we have a system where basically water quality can be tested. COVID-19, infection can be tested. You have some symptoms, you can locate your laboratory, you can give your sample, our laboratory can collect the sample. Your report is ready, it is sent through digital form. It also goes to state government or local authorities for remedial action, for taking to hospital or isolation center and this thing. Same process, same thing we have developed for drinking water. That if you are having some doubt about your water, quality of your water, you can locate the nearby laboratory, you can give this sample to laboratory, you will get your report in digital form on your phone. It will also go to state authorities for remedial action, and action is taken. Similarly, we are also developing, and we have that in villages 5 people are trained. They basically test the water through using field testing kits, and they upload the data. So this kind of system has been developed, and we have learned a lot from vaccination drive. In fact, we have started a bit early in Jal Jeevan Mission that how to work with speed and on scale. Imagine pre-2019 3.23 crore household were given connection, and here under this mission every year 3.2 crore household are to be given connection. So the scale is like mammoth, as you rightly said, that the scale is very, and here like Aadhaar. So this today, how beautifully it is used, that anybody and everybody who is getting tap water connection in his or her home, it can be authenticated, verified through Aadhaar number. Same thing is being done in COVID. At least you know that whom this thing has been given, certification, everything can be done. Similarly, the whole monitoring in COVID-19 in vaccine movement, whether it's a procurement or it's a distribution or it's a, real-time data every day you get. In Jal Jeevan Mission, yesterday, how many people, who are these people who have been given tap water connection, this data comes on our dashboard. So I think this governance model where A, we work with speed and scale, and B, heavy use of technology to ensure transparency, accountability, and bring in efficiency. I think the learning is the same, and we are using in vaccination drive, and we are using in Jal Jeevan Mission program.
Thank you so much, sir. You really beautifully outlined the complicated mission in such a simple manner. I'm sure our viewers will appreciate it, and we really appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to explain the Jal Jeevan Mission to us. Thank you so much. It was truly an honor speaking with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Supriya. Thank you so much. Indeed, it's a privilege to be with you, and I hope you will find it useful. Thank you.